I always like sitting right by Doug. We were talking about where we were going to sit.
We weren't talking about. Yeah, we're in the back having a conversation.
We were having a conversation
about it where we enjoy sitting.
Lengthily. Would you agree that's a hard word to say, lengthily?
Will I agree to that?
Yeah, say it.
Lengthily.
I answered the phone backstage as Jeff. It was Michael Moore.
While there's just two of you out here, I have one thing I want to say.
Yeah.
Come see all four of us.
Yeah.
At the Traverse City, Michigan.
Traverse City Comedy Festival.
Comedy Festival. They call it like Winter Comedy Festival, I think.
It's a new name this year, but it's a Traverse City Comedy
something like
Festival.
that. Hashtag Winter Comedy.
Winterfest.
Winter solstice.
Winter Comedy Fest.
It's a maypole celebration.
And that's why.
Garlin,
and that's
TJ.
why Michael Moore was calling Jeff, is because they put the festival together.
Yes,
they
it's
put
our
it on
festival.
together.
Yes.
So you're probably talking business about.
We were.
You were probably on the phone going, "I'm having second thoughts about Pete Holmes."
No.
When I answered the phone,
I was actually enthusiastic about Pete Holmes.
Okay, good.
We're friends. Remember the bridge? I told you. I answered the phone and he went, "When they shut down the plant, and my dad was the only one left." You can't beat me. You can't beat me. When they shut down the factory. I'm feeling electricity from this touch. My dad looked at me and told me Flint, Michigan was going to be a different place. Ever since George Bush in his children's book went bowling.
You have to do that for him.
Will he like this?
Oh, he'll love it. He'll go nuts.
When I bought these glasses at Lens Crafters, they said they'd be ready in 30 minutes or less. But that was a lie.
This
Just
is
like
awesome.
the
If I'm there when you do that, if I'm there when you do that in front of him, I'm going to turn and run. Who would want that to happen?
He'll love it.
My dad, when my dad was laid off, he told me that he'd have plenty of money to
As a matter of fact, when you do that on stage, I'm going to make sure he's there.
Oh, really?
Standing on stage with you.
What if he just takes out a tastefully legal handgun and shoots me?
What is a tastefully legal
Yeah,
handgun?
I was
Jeff, I'm
thinking
so
the same.
glad you asked. I just pictured a shiny one.
That is tasteful.
Yeah. When I
It's
went
important to
Rutgers,
analyze comedy the second it happens.
my dad would always analyze a joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? The recession.
All right, well, TJ is losing this thing by not being here because he's my favorite right now.
The recession who?
The three of you.
My dad.
This is like if Batman wandered in on two villains. And it was just like, okay, you guys just gonna laugh at each other's shit all day? Is that...
So, help me, Riddler.
You must
if
be
you
Harvey Swing.
and the penguin...
You just brought up another impression. Go on, sorry.
I was
Jeff.
doing my Adam West.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you...
I was
you
doing my
notice
Heath
things,
Ledger's The
Pete.
Joker. I don't stop talking to notice.
I noticed.
Doug knows the impression well.
And
Yeah,
you
it's
are
good.
beautiful.
It's good. I thought of you.
Let me do Adam
yeah.
West talking to Michael Moore, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's this gonna take, about 10?
You got a hard 10.
So it appears to me, Michael, that your father was very involved with your childhood.
Can you please donate some of the money you make as a voice on Family Guy to Flint, Michigan? And more specifically, my dad.
Let me ask you, Pete, this is probably something you can relate to.
You want to know how I got these scars?
How do you feel about... How do you feel? Please,
You really should.
your impressions shouldn't include touching me. Your,
Look at me!
your impression should stay seated.
No, please stay seated. Just trust me, stay seated.
Who goes to the fucking camcorder hand shot for their Joker impression? A pro. And who likes it? A good audience.
That's the sound of Pete one-hand high-fiving. If you're ever like, what's the sound of Pete high-fiving when no one else is around? That was it.
I thought you were checking your phone, Jeff, and that made me sad.
No, I was just checking my Arrowhead water bottle. You know, it's always good comedy when I'm prone to reading my water bottle. I've had it with this shit, Doug.
Jeff, this is a thinly disguised.
You get the shit.
You're sponsored by Arrowhead water. It's just a thinly disguised advertising.
No, Doug, seriously, I really am embarrassed to be on this show. I feel I have never shared the stage with two people as talented as TJ and Pete. Doug, I've been on the stage with many people as talented as you. But TJ and Pete, I have never.
Oh.
I'm not as talented as you, Doug, so that tells you something.
So the math there is that the two of us are as talented as Jeff, who's less talented than Doug.
My sister's nephew's niece is my brother's mother. Who is my sister?
You.
Correct.
Wait.
My dad.
Can I tell you something? When you started that bit, I was like, this better end with Michael
My dad,
Moore.
or I'm gonna fucking punch you.
I was like, this better end.
Doug, they can put their shit up now. Hold on.
Yeah, let's slow this thing down. Why would we ever want to get to the game when we've only got 10 minutes left in the show?
Chips.
Because you're...
What was that? Gollum.
All right, you know what?
No nasty chips.
You smoke?
Just wet and wiggle. The very long pearls, nice and curls, the juice so sweet.
I would fucking hang out with me every day. I would invite me.
Hey,
to
Pete.
I think you have
Pete,
to. I think you have
you
to.
do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so happy.
It is required of you when you wake up in the morning.
What will this be
This
in
is
10
probably
years?
how you. This is how you get through it.
Does anybody think about that? What will this be in 10 years? Just a man who's like, I love having kids with myself.
Who are you playing for, TJ? Go ahead. Let's.
Go ahead.
Oh, somebody's going to talk to us?
No, go ahead. Do your thing. You're a quiet guy? Are you there?
Jeff.
What's that? Good.
My dad, he worked at General Motors.
He called Michael Moore. He called Michael Moore and he said, my dad. My dad.
My dad worked at General Motors. He just said.
My dad worked every day with a man named Hobbit Williams.
Was that